Again, we're going to be doing a count. I want you to repeat the count out loud, so your microphone has to be on. So Edison and FAU, you need to turn your microphones on. And I'm going to wait until you do that. Thank you, Edison. FAU, can you please turn your microphone on? All right. Oh, there's Quentin. Good. Quentin is here. I am sharing my screen. And we are going to start just like yesterday. Up, FAU, you turned your microphone back off. Quentin, we're going to do another choral count, just like we did yesterday. I want you to make sure that you say the numbers as they come up, and that you do some noticing when we're done. So we're going to count down from 400 by 10. Let's go. 390. I need to hear you say it.
390.
380. 370. Quentin, you need to turn your microphone on. What's going to come next?
360.
Excellent. Let's keep going. Let's go faster. 350. 340. 330. 320. 310. What comes next?
300.
300. What comes next?
490.
Thank you. Let's say it. 290. 280. 270. 260. 200.
50.
200.
40.
200.
30.
200.
220.
10. And
200.
200. What comes next?
190.
Excellent. 190. 100.
180.
170.
I love hearing your leadership out there.
60.
150.
140. 130. 120. 110.
100.
90.
90.
80.
80.
70.
70.
60. 50.
50.
40.
40.
30.
30.
20.
20.
10.
Ah, we are done. You guys are awesome. I knew I could hear your voices. Now I want you to look at this number set, and I just want you to do some noticing. What do you notice as you look at the columns and rows of the numbers?
I noticed that, like, we're counting 100s and 10s.
Is that, who is that now?
FAU.
FAU? Can you say that again, hon?
It's so, like, when we say, like, 400, 390 or other stuff, at the end, it says 90, 80 or other big numbers. And then it's like we're counting by tens.
We are. Are we counting up by tens, or how are we counting by tens?
counting by tens down.
Down. So we're actually taking away a 10 each time we go down a column. So it's back 10, back 10, back 10, all the way, right? Down each column is back 10. And that was, so the blue keeps meaning back 10. And that was FAU. So I'm going to put FAU's name in blue.
That is counting by tens.
Okay, yes, absolutely. Was that you, Riley?
Yeah.
Okay, but are we counting up by 10 or back by 10?
Back.
Right, and that's what FAU, if you look at my screen, that's what FAU was noticing. Can we look at the columns a different way? We have to look down. Can we look?
To look sideways.
What happens, Riley, when you look across?
It's showing 400, 300, and 201. And when you go down, it's 90.
Okay, so what's happening here between 400 and 300?
That are the same thing,
Are they the same thing?
but they're like,
Can anybody help Riley talk about what's happening between 400 to 300, 300 to 200, 200 to 100? What's happening with the numbers? Anybody know? Anybody notice what's happening here?
it's going back 100.
Thank you, Edison. So it's going back by 100. Riley, do you see that?
Yeah.
So it's 400 minus 100, 300 minus 100, 200 minus 100. Thank you, Edison and Riley. That's kind of sloppy there. So does that happen everywhere or just in the top column?
Everywhere.
Where do you see it again?
On the 90 section.
Edison, sorry here, I'm just getting your name here. On the 90 section, can you tell me more about that?
That is the same thing as the top one, but it's like 90s.
Oh, can you read those numbers for me, Riley?
390, 290, 190, and 90.
And what's happening with those numbers?
It's the same thing,
The same as what?
but it's taking like away 90.
Is it taking away a 90? How much is it going down here from 390 to 290, Riley? What's the difference? You still need to think about it? Can anybody add to what Riley said? FAU? Edison? FAU, what's happening here with these numbers looking across?
When you look across, you see 90, 80, 10.
90, 90, 90. Yeah, in the tens place, absolutely. What's happening in the hundreds place?
400, 300, 200, 100.
So what's happening with the numbers?
They're going down.
They're going back by how much? $390, $290, $190, $90. They're all getting smaller by how much? Anybody?
They're going back 100.
Do you see that, FAU and Riley?
Yeah.
So it's back 100 each time, all the way across. How about, thank you, Edison, for sharing your thoughts about that. Does it happen every time if I look down here? Is that still happening with our numbers?
Yeah.
So what's happening, Riley, from here to here?
It's going 100.
Okay, it's what's happening with the 100?
It's taking 100.
Taking 100 and doing what with it?
Taking it away.
Yes, exactly, Riley. Exactly. So each column, when you look across, all the way across, every single, when you look across the rows, they go back 100, back 100, back 100. It doesn't matter which row you look, that stays the same. Is there anything else anybody's noticing about these numbers? I'm gonna put your name here, Riley, for that noticing. Thank you. Nobody's noticing anything else? Oh, Edison, go ahead.
Notice that 90 and go all the way to 360. They're counting down, they're counting up by 90.
Okay, now I'm trying to see what you're seeing. So tell me more. Where are you looking?
The 90 and going down to 180, 270, and 360.
Oh, you're looking like, are you looking at the diagonal?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Okay, so Edison, you're in red. So Edison was looking, I've got to get my tool, the right tool there. Edison was looking like this on the diagonal. And what's happening on the diagonal here, Edison?
They're counting up by 90.
Up 90, depending if you start here, right? So if we're starting at 90 and we add 90, we get 180. We add another 90. Oh, this is so awesome. What excellent noticing, you guys. Very cool. Does that happen with all of them, Edison? Like if we look here, is that still true, you guys? 60
No.
is 90 more 150. I can figure that out. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. That's 9. That's 9 tens.
Oh.
So that pattern is holding all the way across these diagonals. Did you guys count that? Yes or no? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. Excellent. Okay. Well, is there any other noticing? We actually need to move on with our lesson. So nice work today on that. I'm going to stop my screen share for a second. And then I also have to stop something else. So just